I know better than to mess with the copyright gods. So, yeah, chapter 1083. If you are anime only, you probably do not want to be here. If you want to avoid spoilers, you should probably leave. Full on, latest chapter spoilers. This is the scans, by the way. Let's just be honest. Okay, the title of the chapter: The Truth About That Day. And we have, of course, cover request by Mirko, Doflamingo tending to a fallen chick and making a nest with his coat. It's cute. Okay, let's get to the real chapter. Okay, we're in Kamabaka Queendom. What did Sabo see? We accomplished everything we set out to do. All 3 objectives were taken care of. We officially declared war by destroying the Celestial Dragon's symbol. Interesting. We rescued Kuma-san and freed as many slaves as possible. We knew about Kuma, but the other slaves, that's good. Good to hear. Finally, we managed to find and destroy the Holy Land's food reserves. Interesting. So what was the fallout? It was nothing to sneeze at, but we got the world's attention and the Navy ended up sending in the big guns. Meanwhile, we triggered uprisings in 12 nations where we held strong influence, 8 of which were successful. Interesting. So 4 countries didn't even succeed in revolting. Well, you say 8 were successful, but 1 of them vanished, the Kingdom of Leloucha. The headline censored everything, but the 7 others have all declared their intent to no longer pay the celestial tribute or comply with exploitative exporting of their resources. Makes sense. On top of that, the Revolutionary Army is attacking government supply carriers all over the world to stop resources from reaching Marie-Joie. They say the Holy Land's high-up location makes it an impenetrable fortress. But we'll see how they like living under siege. They'll finally get a taste of what it is to live in poverty and go hungry. Okay, so we're playing a siege game. We're blocking their food imports. Hee-haw! That's what I call a result. Indeed, we may not be able to cut off all their supplies, but we're squeezing them slowly but surely. They must be struggling by now. As expected, though, they're not a foe who will just take all this lying down. Our real battle will start when they mobilize God's Knights. Okay, God's Knights. So this is one of the spoilers which I tried to avoid. Like, I had no context, though. All I knew is that something to do with knights. So we'll start when they mobilize God's Knights. So we have another new faction/character group. This may be the final saga, but every chapter is introducing new information. Who are these knights? You realize you will be their #1 target, right, Sabo? Or should I start calling you Flame Emperor Boy? I'm not too hot on that name. Oh, man. Sabo's funny. It doesn't matter what the truth behind King Cobra's assassination is, the news reports have made you a hero already. Hero? Or terrorist? So what happened to Cobra? We still don't know for sure. In the eyes of revolutionaries everywhere, authority figures within the world government are hated for being subhuman monsters. While there are certainly many malignant, power-hungry despots who deserve that reputation, there are also a number of intelligent and fair rulers too. Hear, hear! Cobra was good. Riku was good. And Alabasta's King Cobra was in a class of his own. Everyone considered him to be an outstanding sovereign. Unfortunately, misinformation spreads faster than nuances like that. This might be cold to say, but while I feel bad for what happened to King Cobra, I think I can live with the way this all played out if it helps fuel the flames of rebellion. Oh man, Sabo's cold. My, you really are unshakable. Then spit it out already. What really happened? Is there any truth behind this scoop? King Cobra assassinated. They have a photograph of him standing over Cobra on the ground bleeding next to his wheelchair turned over. That doesn't look good, Sabo. We all shed tears over this, desperately trying to find an explanation because we all wanted to believe in you. Dragon doesn't look happy. Sabo doesn't look happy. Over a month ago, at the home of the gods in the Holy Land of Marie-Joie, not long after the reverie began, they're attacking the home of the gods. Everything's on fire. Get out here and help us, you lousy bureaucrats! They blew up the storehouse. The intruders are with the Revolutionary Army. We're under attack. It's the 4 captains. Celestial dragons, and one of them is even hauling a slave, okay. This is outrageous. First they attacked our beloved symbol, and now the plebs have taken away our exquisite food? Does the jealousy of these vermin know no bounds? I don't even want to keep the heads, just dispose of them at once. Man, these people are nasty. Is that Charles or just someone who looks like Charles? They all look the same to me. After that, summon all those dreadful bodyguards and have them executed. Those miserable wretches allowed this to happen on their watch. You depraved snail. I told you to hurry. What would you do if something were to happen to me? Okay, they have another slave. This one's an old pirate captain. I've had enough. I'll walk myself. Good for you. Consider yourself fired, you useless piece of trash. Oh, he pulls out a gun. A raven snatches the gun. My gun! Who do you think you are? Crowing soot. Escape to the east of the city. Okay, so Karasu's ravens can talk. We've known that since Dressrosa. Okay. It's the Revolutionary Army. Government agent shoots him. Is he a Logia? Gets St. Pluming to safety. Let's riddle this scum with bullets. Blast him till there's nothing left. Huh? Don't tell me there really is nothing left. So those feathers is actually soot. Which is something I was spoiled on this morning. But I don't know the details. Okay, Northern Captain of the Revolutionary Army, Karasu ate the soot fruit. That doesn't answer if he's Paramecia or Logia. He has all the properties of a Logia as far as I can tell. Very similar to Smoker's Smoke. Laser shooter. Hurry up, gather at the east side of the city. We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can thank us when you're free. Okay, we're pulling a Fisher Tiger. Southern Captain, the Revolutionary Army, Lindbergh. Okay, no devil fruit named. He's just a very steampunk-themed cat mink, I assume. They're really going at it over there. Okay, multiple targets at once. They're headed this way. Hurry up and release everyone. Leave it to me. Crow. Okay, Fujitora. Isho shows up. Rencon. Oh my, this boy sure likes to play rough. Western Captain Morley, who we already know has the push fruit, and he's fighting Green Bull. You're the ones destroying the city. Just cough up where your leader went off to. You shouldn't sniff around and stalk people, you dirty little perv. Wow. Everything is getting messed up by their powers. Okay, so Green Bull is Morley's size. He can turn into a giant plant. And Morley's fruit is very destructive to the environment. He's turning the whole ground into clay, and yeah, their fight is intense. You're as bad as him. Watch where you're swinging. Ryokugyu, you bastard, I'll see to it that you hang if any of us get hurt. They're all the same. Damn, it's impossible to fight here. Get out of the way already. Yeah, it's your own fault. Fujitora, what do you think you're doing? I'm calling in a meteor strike. He's calling in a meteor strike. You... Wait. Don't be an idiot. That's a terrible idea. Actually... Props to him. I don't care if they get destroyed. There are two... I mean, not the revolutionaries. I mean Marijua. There are two admirals here. If we were anywhere but the home of the gods, that'd be more than enough power to turn any battlefield upside down. So I'm assuming they're holding back. Oh! It's CP9, people we haven't seen in forever. Jabra, with a scar, I think. I don't remember that scar. Bluno, Khalifa. I mean, we've seen them in Film Red. And then, of course, Fukuro and Kumadori. Yes, yes. Yoyoi! Chapapa! Even if you ignore the handicap, the revolutionary captains are doing well to stand their ground. Just goes to show they're no pushovers. Okay, so home field advantage doesn't exist here. They're actually... The admirals are at a disadvantage because they're trying to avoid casualties. Sabo, don't you have the keys to these collars yet? I just found out where they keep them. It won't be long. Lindbergh, what's up? Kuma-san's in Pangaea Castle too. What? Chief of Staff, Sabo. I just spotted him with that dumb father and son saint duo, Rosward and Charlos. They must still be looking to get revenge for that thing we heard about at the public courtyard. What the hell? Mufufufu, I'll make her my pet. He still wants Shirahoshi. He hasn't given up. He hasn't given up on getting Shirahoshi. I was right. Oh, and I forgot Bonnie was here. This is a flashback. I won't forgive them for using Kuma-san like this. Yeah, we won't let them get away with it. Morley, make sure everything's ready. Okie dokie. Father, right, Bonnie wants to save Kuma. Can't you buzz off? I'd rather have Vice Admiral Garp's help. Don't worry, we'll protect you. So Lucci is guarding Vivi. Like you protected Shirahoshi? Oh wait, you didn't. And that creep's definitely going to target her again. I'm afraid only King Cobra has been permitted an audience with the 5 elders. But Shaka Pell. Oh, of course. Of course, that's why he got killed, because Shaka and Pell weren't allowed to be next to him. This won't take long, and it would be tedious for you to wait outside. It'd be a much better use of your time to look out for Vivi. They better. She's always been a mischievous one. You can't let her out of your sight for a second. What's the purpose of this meeting? Chapter 1083 end. So, this flashback happened a month ago. They're discussing it currently at their new hideout on Kamabaka. So they destroy their symbol, which is basically just a statue of a dragon claw. God's Knights. And then we see a silhouette. Very mysterious silhouette. And the guy in front, it's... You know what everyone's thinking? Everyone's thinking it. We might as well just say it. It almost looks like Shanks' silhouette, who we suspect is Figureland Shanks, as teased by Film Red material to have been born a celestial dragon and was lost at God Valley and found in a chest. But does that mean that the red hair pirates are God's Knights? No. I never took the Shanks' evil theories seriously, but even if he's not evil, even if he's a decent guy, if he's obligated for any reason, whether it be blackmail or any reason, that if he's actually God's Knight and he works for the Celestial Dragons as some sort of, I don't know, pirate bodyguard, it's like the ultimate privateer, ultimate warlord, which don't exist anymore officially. Is that the Red Hair Pirates? No. It can't be. It can't be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Oda wants to go there. But no. There's things I believe and there's things I won't believe. And this is somewhere in the middle. That's what I'm trying to say. The cape. The shape. The sword. What? Why have we never heard about this before? This sounds like what CP9 is supposed to be. But if... Or, no, I should say CP0. This is what CP0 is supposed to be. Is this something even beyond CP0? As a reader, that photograph of Sabo standing over Cobra, he just found him like that, and he's like, oh crap, what do I do? You know, wrong place, wrong time. We know better. Fujitora is fighting Karasu. Now everyone is memeing on Twitter that, oh man, the Admirals, they're getting jumped, you know, like, they're weak. Admiral fans are suffering. You know... I'm not into all that power scaling and stuff. It's just a waste of time. It's fun. It's tempting. And then we see CP9 for the first time, unless they've been upgraded to CP0, which is possible. After all, Khalifa was dressed in white. Are they still CP9? Are they CP0? Who knows? I wonder how much tougher they got. Especially the zones. I mean, we already know that Lucci and Kaku are awakened. Funnily enough. I wonder if Jabber's awakened. Okay, then we see that Sabo did release... We know he did release Kuma, we just haven't seen how. We see one shot of Bonnie, that's it. We see one shot of Vivi, that's it. And we see Cobra's last moments. I'm really excited, though. Do I have any predictions? Okay. Since this is a flashback episode, chapter, it's hard to get my mind wrapped around it. Okay, so we still haven't seen Egghead or Luffy in over a month. It's been over 5 chapters now. We've seen Garp, Kuzan, Law, Kid, Shanks, Blackbeard. Nothing but insanity for the last month of chapters. If you count skipping weeks, it's been over a month. Now, compared to what we've seen in terms of action, this is a tame chapter. No complaining, just stating a fact. But we're getting lots of juicy tidbits, but not enough. It's just teasing us. He's teasing us. I mean, we already know Cobra died. What will we see next chapter? Will we go back to Egghead? Every single week we ask that. Every single week we say maybe, maybe not. And he still hasn't gone back to Egghead. Which we know will have a huge incident. And my prediction, I've said this in some places, online. But here's my official prediction. People have calculated where all the Blackbeard captains are, and they assume that the ship heading to Egghead has to contain Lafitte and Katarina Devon. My theory, just a theory, not very likely, is that Katarina Devon, after the incident is over, we know from the narrator that the aftermath of the incident will be a groundbreaking, world-shocking event. And my theory is that Katarina Devon has the ability to, using her nine-tailed fox fruit, has the ability to imitate people. What if she imitates J. Garcia Saturn? If she imitates and takes the place of J. Garcia Saturn, maybe even getting rid of him to take his place, and the incident is over, and in the aftermath she returns to Marie Joie, and Kuzan won't be any the wiser. Nobody will. I don't know what'll happen with Luffy and Vegapunk, Bonnie, and all the other pirate captains like Law and Kid. Forget them. What if she goes back to Marie Joie and either holds the five elders hostage or assassinates them? Just a theory. She might not even be after him. Maybe she'll use her abilities and impersonate Vegapunk. It sounds like something Blackbeard would plan. If we know Blackbeard, it sounds like something he would plan. Plant Katarina Devon in Egghead, get her to steal J. Garcia Saturn's place, take the five elders hostage, and or assassinate them. It sounds like a perfect plan, and it sounds like it lines up with what he wanted to. Like, he says he wants to make Pirate Island an official nation under the government. We don't know if he actually meant that. He could be lying. He's a liar. Maybe he's doing the same old, misdirection. Blackbeard is all about misdirection. Oda is all about misdirection. And Katarina Devon's fruit is perfect for infiltration. She's a better version of Bon Clay and his clone fruit. She can turn into anyone. Well, that's Egghead prediction. I still don't know how long it'll take for the Pacifistas to lose. We do know that everyone else lost. Sanji wasn't losing, but Usopp and Frankie were. It's been so long. Do I have a prediction about where Law is heading on Beppo's back? Which was cool, by the way. Some people think Wano. Some people think Egghead. Some people think Elbaf. Me? I hope it's Egghead. Don't really care. We'll see. Is Shanks one of the God's Knights? I don't know. Bonnie was going to tell Luffy about Shanks at Marie Joie. She decided against it for some reason, so it can't be that important. Is Kid dead? I don't think he's dead. Can he come back? I think he can. Do I think he will? Who knows? It's a coin flip at the moment. I'm not going to say definitely yes, and I'm not going to say definitely no. Kid is in limbo right now. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's alive and we'll never see him again. Maybe he will be important later. Maybe he'll be supporting later. There's lots of options. We'll see. I'm still expecting Lucci and Kaku to turn on Luffy eventually. Then there's the traitor, specifically York. I'm still suspicious that this is another misdirect. Lots of people were not happy with York being the traitor. Lots of people were happy because she was their guess. She was my guess too at one point, but I got rid of that theory in a few seconds because I was like, nah, it's too weird. But I was suspicious of her at first. But now I'm more suspicious of Atlas. I'm still suspicious of Atlas. I think this is all a misdirect. I think Atlas is the actual traitor. Maybe. I could be wrong. I still think Atlas might be the actual traitor. And York is... Maybe it's both of them, or maybe York is fake. It's just a gut feeling. It's just a gut feeling. There's evidence for it. There's plenty of other people have made videos about this. You can look them up. But I had this theory before I saw their theories. I don't know who had the theory first. That doesn't matter. But what matters is that I'm willing to bet that Oda hasn't revealed everything about the traitor yet. I mean, her motives make sense in retrospect, but I think Atlas is in on it. But that's not important. It could be totally wrong. I'm not 100% confident anymore. the last few chapters, jumping around everywhere in the new world. Kobe, I forgot about Kobe. Wow, and Garp. I completely forgot about Kobe and Garp. Wow. Yeah, I'm happy for all the support. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing, and staying tuned in for next time. Oh man.